We have to figure this out. You see, lately I've been locked in, but I still don't feel like I'm executing the way I'm supposed to be. See, my last video was the first one I thought was decent, but I still feel like I have a ways to go. With that being said, I have to remember that progress is not linear. And just because I failed a couple times, it doesn't make me a failure. What really defines me as a person is the fact that I'm not gonna quit.
I found the cure for it.
I know staying consistent can be a real struggle, and sometimes you might feel like you haven't got anywhere. But if you just look back on how far you've come, you might surprise yourself. And that's why I come out here sometimes, just compare the views of Spartanburg's. I haven't lived there since 2016, but I think it really puts things in perspective. And I say that just to say this. Just take a few moments to reflect on some of the things you did to get to where you are right now. And whether you made a few mistakes or not, it doesn't really matter. Just know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Now it's up to you to do the most of the moment. Your work's gonna show, whether it's good work or bad work. Eventually it's gonna show. So just do good work, and I promise it'll all be worth it. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. That's a Bible verse I try to keep in mind whenever I'm working on something and I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. There have been videos I didn't put out just because I didn't think they were good enough, because I didn't put as much effort as I could have, so it felt empty. But I'm done doing that. I'm staying charged up so I never feel empty again. I'm watching film. I'm studying my favorite YouTubers. Just really trying to find ways to do things better. I actually think that's a good idea. If you're feeling stuck in your own tracks, it's okay to look at others for inspiration. I'm not saying you have to copy them or do exactly what they're doing, but just being inspired so you don't feel like you're stuck in your tracks, that's perfectly fine. The important thing to remember, my friends, is that slow motion is better than no motion. Ooh, hey, remember that. Slow motion is better than no motion. Because like I said earlier, eventually your work will show. And I know sometimes it's hard, you might doubt yourself, but just remember that you can do it. I know you can do it. Because honestly, you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. And I know everybody watching this might not be a Christian, but I am, so that's what you're about to get. So, yeah, man, just keep going. And if you feel like nobody believes in you, just know I do. And for that, all I ask for you to do is just like the video. Oh, man, you don't have to, but like, I would appreciate it if you did. All right, it's time to lock back in. Oh, wait, don't look at those. Those are the videos I'm dropping this year. I don't think you're supposed to see those yet, but don't let that distract you from the main topic. I think the best way to get out of a rut is by trying something new. Now, typically, I'm not a words of affirmation type of person, but lately I've been writing things down to keep me on track. One of the main things I like to write down is, do you really want it? I think this helps me because sometimes I feel stuck because I feel like I'm doing things that aren't really helping me reach my goals. And by asking myself this, it forces me to really think, is this helping me get to where I want to be? And if the answer is no, that's when I leave. But don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with doing those things. But like I said, they just don't help me feel like I'm reaching my goals. So I try to avoid them. But at the end of the day, I am human. And sometimes I fail. So the most important part to take away from this video is to remember that progress is not linear. And although sometimes you may fail, that doesn't make you a failure. Thank you for watching. Be sure to come back for the next video. And until then, You can follow me on Instagram at @A_Olley15.